Okay, let's call this. Um, let's call this. Let's call this. Hi, I'm Carter, and recently I finished the first draft of my sci-fi novel Last Name von Vetterchef. And this summer, I came up with a brilliant way to procrastinate revising it, recreating the opening scene in Minecraft. Now, I got this idea after watching this video, Can I Survive a Minecraft Civilization Event by Only Fishing by Loopy, in which he makes beautiful use of Mulberry's flashback mod, as well as this video, turning Minecraft into a space exploration game by Dr. Rat, in which they use another Mulberry mod, Axiom, to create an awesome spaceship. Now, the catch here is I have used neither of these mods before. Here we go. The first step was learning how to use Axiom so that I could build my starship set. There was a bit of a learning curve. Okay. I would like to run through a quick introduction. Okay, why do they always use R for other keybinds? I don't know what was default even. P, okay, that's taken. L, is that taken? K, is that taken? You're M now. Basically, what's going to happen here, there's like a huge world limit, right? Because this scene is going to take place in a spaceship, and I want it to look like it's in space. And so I figured the best way to do that is just build up really high in the sky and drop my render distance. Oh, is that replace mode? Weird. Okay, I don't want that enabled. That's ugly and weird. No, it's actually kind of cool. But 319. What a dumb number. Okay. Well, anyways, various useful interactions. Ha ha! Infinite. Hold on. I just want to. Oh my god. Wow, that is fucked up, dude. Fast place. Oh, very fast in a controlled manner. Okay, good. Oh, editor mode is right shift. Oh, my god. Okay, there's a rock. Annotation? I mean, what could that possibly mean? Motherfucker. Oh, wow. I I want to make a shape. I want to make a shape. All right, sue me. I want to do it. I want to make a shape. I guess rock tool is what I need, huh? I just need like a sphere, a large-ish sphere called 15. That might be too large. Let's do 10. Let's do that. And the block. Oh God. Okay. Let's. Actually, that's new. Advanced time. They fucking renamed it. I like the tough. I like this look a lot. Like polished tough is not bad. Okay, tough. And then the idea here is that let's make. Ooh, it didn't quite. Because it's a rock. I don't want any noise. right? Yeah, that's how we want this to work. Okay. Watch this. Wait, watch this. Watch this. Go ahead and watch this. Where the fuck is it? I have bulldozer already. Okay. Am I the goat or what? Maybe I want that bigger. Maybe it should be like 13. Okay. Um. Ew. What? Now let's do that. Okay. Okay. Now let's get a cylinder going. Can I want it to be the other way. Where is shape? Where is shape? They seem to shape. Okay, shape. I found it. What? No, no, no. Set. Are you? No, no. I just set 122,000 blocks to short grass? What? What? Of course, this needs to be a little bit larger, and it needs to be longer. And it should even be a little bit larger. Like that. We just plug it in right there, and that would sort of look fine, maybe. Um, let's call that. How do I confirm? Ew, don't. No, 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 no. Okay. Wow. I don't. You know what? Get me out of this. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Oh, oh God. Oh God, there's no way to be free in this fucking mode, is there? There's no way to be free. There's just no way to be free. Let's get out of the fucking mode before I do something bad. Uh, Somehow it like knows that I wanted it to taper. Why is it uneven? There's absolutely no reason it should be that uneven, except it works for my purposes, so I'll allow it. I actually think I'm gonna scooch him over a touch, yeah. Now do. All right, there we go. Now fill, fill. There. Let's just see here. This is looking pretty penile. I'm not gonna lie. What is an icosahedron? Can anyone? Oh my God! Holy shit! That'll do it for now. Trouble is, you're ugly right now. Don't you see that? But if I like, ooh, oh wow, huh? I want to try this, but I want to paste copy, copy. Oh, here we are. Can I flip it without just trying to guess at the rotation? Oh. Oh, what? Wish I'd known about that. So, like, here's what I'm thinking. All right, let's get you back. Let's get you back into place now. Meatball mode. Certainly intriguing. Like, if I click meatball, that's kind of sick. Isn't it a little bit cool? And I just need to paste and select. No, if can I? Ooh, ooh, can I? Fuck. So, mother. Ah, God, go away, go away. Literally, why can't you go away? Huh? God, fuck off, man. Honestly, you're fucking pissing me off, man.
This shit is making me upset. And now this whole fucking thing is vertical for some... No, just, I don't want you to do that. You know that. I wish the undo, worked with. And now the whole fucking thing is absolutely unbelievably ruined. And I don't know how to reset the tool. Okay, I'll be back when I have a fucking spaceship. Alright? I was getting a little frustrated, so I took a break, finished building out the shape off camera, and then logged back on to type up a script and hunt around for a mod that I could use to decorate. I've just taken this scene here. This is the first one, kind of, in a manner of speaking. This scene is 1, 2, 3 pages, and I have transformed it into a screenplay, which is 2 pages. And we're going to put that in this folder I've made. There we go. And now we have a little bit of a script that will be good for once we start filming, which is not now. What I want to do now, I've built a bit of a spaceship, but what I need is some sci-fi shit to put in the cockpit. Because nothing, I don't think anything will do that's currently in Minecraft, but is this not going to get me high enough? That won't do. That won't do, I don't think. Really? I just need, like, computer... Yeah, decorative computers. Fuck, bro. What the hell are all these fucking add-ons that work in CC Tweaked? I don't really need computers. What I need is something that looks like computers. So maybe this will do. A fork. What does a fork mean? Okay. I guess this one is compatible, so let's try it out. Fabric. Download. Yeah. And now, the reveal you've been waiting for. This is what we've got going on for us. This is the shape I landed on with Axiom. So it's kind of, I don't know if I'd stick with it, but we've got engines back here, supports. This would be the main body of the ship. This is the cockpit we have to decorate. And I suppose I should probably make it make sense on the inside. But anyway, so here's what's going to happen. I am going to decorate the inside of this. Now it's time to do the details. And I've also just realized that it starts on the ground. So I'm hoping I should be able to, in Axiom, I should be able to just, like, where is it? Magic select this whole thing. Ooh. There'll be some way I can select it and paste it down on a landing pad as well, and then I'll have to do some, I don't know. Point is we're figuring out, but I'm now going to pause this recording and start a flashback so that I can time lapse myself decorating this thing. So that is what you are about to see. All right, listen, I didn't record it, but I found the nearest ocean, copied, pasted my ship over to it, and now I'm building a landing pad for it, which the pad's there. I just need to, like, I'm just going to put some sort of conical support under it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and then I'll catch up with you when I'm ready to record the first scene. With the landing pad finished, I had completed all of the required builds for this project. For the time being. Anyway, the point is, it was time to begin shooting.
Wow, and it's exactly as controlled a manner as I hoped it would be. I guess I just have to do it, huh? How am I gonna... Oh, jeez. How am I gonna make this thing fly? It's harder to select now, especially because I put this wall around. I have to... Oh, fuck. Here's what I'm gonna have to do. I will, as a character, walk from this bridge all the way up into the ship. I'll even do it twice. So maybe it's like, Jane and what's his fucking face getting on? James. I'll walk onto the ship. I'll walk all the way up to the cockpit. I'll walk all the way up to the cockpit. I'll be both characters walking up, and then what I'll have to do is once I've recorded that in the same flashback file, so I can copy and paste the keyframe for the camera angle, I will need to then, as quick as I can, I will have to completely remove this. Oh, that stresses me out, and I'll undo it probably instantly. Actually, can I? Oh, I can clear. Oh, I'd clear the. Holy shit, I can't. Okay, fuck the chairs because I need to do it while I still have the paste history. So here's what I have to do. In Axiom, I can this 11,006 blocks. That's the when I pasted this here. So I can unpaste it really quickly. I'll have to delete the extra blocks I've added by hand, but I can unpaste it and then get out of the shot. The point is I have to do this now. So I'm going to do it now. And I will start all the way back here. Are you ready? Okay. I'm officially acting now. This is crazy. So maybe we'll do a wide shot of walking down this bridge, and a lot of this two-person stuff is going to be all settled on DaVinci Resolve. Now I'm talking a little bit. Now I'm talking. Come up here. And now we're going to walk, and we're not sprinting because we're just not. And I will come right here. And I'll pretend that I'm... Okay. And now I will be Jane. She will start here, and we'll pretend that I'm a little bit behind, or I'll just set it on DaVinci a little bit behind. And she's going to be looking around, because she doesn't come here often. I wish I hadn't walked up onto the ledge there. I'm going to do it again. Good. And I'm going to take advantage of this thing. I'll walk here, use this a little bit, around, follow him, a little bit, and then I will go in. I'll actually do one more time. Just do. Now I've acted as both of those. Now we're in the same recording. I can even pause it. Let's pause it, right? And now we're going to go into this, and I'm going to revert without undo. And there it is. And now we just have to... So I'll restore the set back to 1 once I can. Is that clear? Okay, that's clear. Now, as I just need to get out of the shot. So I'm going to sit underwater for a little bit. Oh, I didn't... Did you imagine? Holy shit. And now I will... Control Z. Hello. I think that's the ship back on the landing pad. And now we will finish recording. Let's name it landing pad. Save replay. All right. Psst. I know I said at the beginning that I hadn't used either Flashback or Axiom before, but technically I did a brief test of Flashback in this video. Let's look at this, look at that. Oh, it says what folder it's in, maybe? Oh, what world. Let's see what this replay looks like. So, ooh, if I can use the tree to hide that the bridge ends, or maybe it looks better on this side. Like, that's not bad. Where's my FOV? Like, so basically, here's how this will work. And I'm not going to start doing it yet.
But how this will work is I will, take a camera, I'll keyframe it here. We will see me walking. Oh, here's where also I will undo the name tag. And then we will skip ahead. Oh, and here I am somewhere. And I mean, obviously in this space, I'll have done some editing, and then I will just copy and paste this keyframe. And now we have me walking again at the same exact angle. And I'll take both of those clips and put them into DaVinci Resolve and do a crop, overlay, crop, and then we'll be able to see me doing it twice in the same thing. Anyway, I also want to see the ship disappear because that was fun. I don't hate that as a shot. I want to see more. I want to see more apply. And now I can see more of the jungle. Look at that. It's all possible here. It really is all possible. Anyway, we'll see it, and at a certain point, we'll stop seeing it. Yeah, you can see me in there. And then so now I will, in DaVinci Resolve once again, I'll take this angle, which will be the same, and I will have to, ooh, hello, green camera. I'll have to mask around, ooh, and look at that. It actually can't be this angle. I can't do any angle where you can see the bridge doesn't go forever. So I'll have to cleverly get a tree in the way like that. But anyway, I'll mask around my ship. I'll mask around the ship and fly it away. So yeah, that's how that will function, but I'm not going to start that right now. While I waited for a better time to record, I went ahead and designed the skins I need and contacted a potential voice actor to give him a bit of a belt, I think, in the outer layer, which should probably go on the paint. Ooh, that is really bright. Let's darken it a little. Let's make these go away. Some belt action. We'll make it a silver buckle. Boom. Then I had a thought. It's come to my attention that I should just try this motion capture mod because if I want to do more complicated shots in the main scene, once we're up in space, I would have to either time it perfectly so that I could just copy and paste all the keyframes exactly as they are, or it would all be a lot harder. But if I can use this motion capture mod I've just installed, it will become easier. The only question is, the way this motion capture works, I believe, is I'd type a command that says like, I'd start recording, I'd do one of the whole parts, I'd do James' whole part, I'd go up in there, and then I would stop the recording, I'd go back, I'd play the recording, and a little me would appear, and I'd get to actually like, act across for myself as Jane throughout the whole scene. And then that's the part I would record with flashback, and I would have two actors already. The question is, because in flashback I can right click on myself and change the skin I'm wearing, because obviously this is neither character. I don't know if I'll be able to right click the motion capture recording of myself and change that skin, which would mean that's solvable too. I would just have to change my skin right now, but I don't want to do that. So let's just test it out. Mocap recording start. Take any action or use mocap recording start again. Recording started. I believe you. So I'm just gonna turn around and check if she's there. Oh, yeah, this is the ship. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna actually, oh, wait, I want to look at that. See that? Anyway, so we're just acting. I'm gonna take a look up at the undercarriage, visual inspection, make sure it's all good. Stop right here and say, yeah, we're gonna go in there. Okay. All right. At this point, I'm not gonna look back. I'm in my own ship. I own the place. I'm gonna go ahead and sit down. let's waiting for decision. Let's try that again. Mocap recording. Save James. Okay, let's turn all the computers off. This is where it gets interesting. The first thing I have to do is start my flashback. I'm gonna start back here. Start recording on flashback. And now mocap. Ooh, let's do this really quick. Mocap recording. Mocap playing. Start James. Holy shit. Now I'm following. Now I'm following him. This is so weird. Holy shit, dude. Wow, I'm like holding my breath doing the acting for this is so weird. Holy shit, dude, this is awesome. Oh my god. Is it just gonna pop out of existence? I can't wait to find out. Yep, there he goes. Okay, do I need to do anything or it even turned the fucking computers on. Holy shit. Okay, now here's what I do. Finish recording. Landing pad live. I want to see right away. Let's go home. And I still have the other one, which I will now just use. You don't need to show tips on startup. Now I can use the other recording just for the takeoff, the green screen thing I was talking about. But now, let's just see here. Okay, pause. This is so weird, dude. Oh my God, that's awesome. Well, obviously I don't want name tags. Can I? Oh my God, dude. Dude. Holy shit, this is so fucking cool. And now I grab this one, upload Marina. Oh my God. That is so unbelievable. This is working exactly as I wanted it to. Look at that. We'll follow Jane by the time Jane gets in. He's already in the seat. Oh, not quite sitting though, is he? Hmm. Well, we'll hopefully only see him from behind, so if James isn't sitting, we'll make sure that Jane's the live one. There he goes. Um, okay, that's good to know. So James will always go first. Now, the question here, so here's how this works. I haven't even talked about how the scene goes yet. Um, it's a lot of conversation and moving around, and then at some point, a third figure will appear in this doorway. And I'm trying to think if there's a way I can, if I like just run that command and start the recording of me standing there as Obram, will that be awesome or what? I don't know. Since the motion capture mod by MT1006 proved to work exactly as I had hoped, there was nothing left but to record the rest of the scenes. Mocap recording start. Oh, it started. Okay. So, checking computers. All strapped in? Yeah, looks to be. Oh God, I don't know the lines. If you're looking, if you're looking for something to do in the city, get me in the seat. God damn it, get me in the seat. Playing, start.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Now that should be that should be that scene. And despite a few logistical issues, start delay should be 75 seconds. Not okay. Together. And let's just see. Oh, see, because it appears to have that appears to have instantly showed up, which I don't want. With a start delay of 1500. Start together. Nope. I was soon finished recording everything I needed to in Flashback. It was then time for me to face the many behemoth challenges I had set up for myself in the realm of editing and video effects. Okay, I've run into an issue that's worth talking to you guys about. As you can see, I'm just looking at rain right now. I was going through, here, I'll show you. I have, let us see here. I have two scenes now. I have, please just load, I'm recording. I have getting onto the ship on the landing pad. I have the inside ship scene that still takes place on the landing pad before takeoff, all edited and shot in the reverse order, of course. And then I'm working on getting what I need for this green screen, or not green screen, for this takeoff shot. So I have a shot of it on the runway clear, a shot of it on the runway with rain. Because here's the thing, I need to mask it out, make it disappear, but there's rain in front of it. So I was thinking maybe I'd have to use the clear version and then get a shot of just the rain so I could put it over at the end. But the trouble is, you should be able to not run to the sky and make it green, but apparently that conflicts with my iris shaders. But I just found this after Googling, thank you AI Overview, that there's specifically a mod designed to make Flashback and Iris work together on the sky. Literally the exact problem, this mod fixes it. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Um, Directly disables the functions of world rendering phase.sky, world rendering phase.custom sky. Well, can I do this in the code? Is that something I can do? Okay. Actually, here's what I should do before I fuck around in my shader pack settings. Can I open a .jar file? What? Oh God. All right. I guess I would just disable the shaders only for the outside shots. Now, I have finished recording and editing all of the scenes in Flashback. So now all that's left to do, well, now the next step is to put it all into DaVinci and start actually editing. And I've decided I'm probably going to do like no sound from Minecraft. I'm going to do all the sound in post. I've done some green screen shots. I figured out a way that it'll work, and you'll see me edit that later. But basically, once they arrive at the planet in the last scene, there's a green screen shot through this window, and I need a planet and a space station. I figure rather than have that suddenly be super crisp, perfect sphere, I might as well also model that in Minecraft. There should be more green, I think, even though the world is, you know, supposed to be mostly ocean. This is a different planet, so maybe, yeah, there's an angle of this that I'll like, I'm sure. I don't hate that, honestly. It's kind of cute. Um, I really don't hate that. We are gonna turn off our shader pack. What the fuck are that? Okay, we are gonna turn down our render distance. Boom.
we'll see how that looks. I can always reshoot this if I need to. So the clips we need for this are, I did actually record a third angle. So now we have 3 options there. Let's go ahead and add those in. And let's start. So this should be pretty easy. Well, part I'm going to show you should be pretty easy. The rest of it will happen way, way off camera. Just to get a sense of length and how it all fits together, I'm just going to throw them in. Take off rain. This should be the same angle. It isn't. How isn't it? Not gonna worry about that just yet. I couldn't key out the rendering of the third entity here. So what I've done is exported the same one twice, except one has and one doesn't, and I just have to cut it in the middle. So I should figure out where is a good place to cut. Now let's just figure out Nobrum goes away here. This one goes away there. Click. Now let's watch this trick. No Obrum. Boom. Isn't that awesome? Perfect. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. Watch this. Look there. Boom. And I did just like that Obram trick. I recorded the same thing, but no shaders so I could get the green screen so that hopefully I can, ooh, I forgot the window goes that far. I can take this one, key out the green, put this behind it, and then mask the whole window as one piece and overlay it on the other one. This is going to take a lot of time, guys. This is not a quick thing. So look, it'll be about probably 3.5 minutes. What I've done here is I've layered the 2 clips that I took, and now what I must do is mask around the ship very carefully so that I can lift it and shoot it away. So I will go into color, I think. Although maybe I should do it. Do I want to do it in Fusion? I think I could do it in color. Just start up here. And this is my journey. This is what has to happen in order for this to work. Wow, this is hard to see. And look at that, we're already, you know, a fucking 16th of the way there. That was pretty much one of the most painstaking things I've ever done. I remember thinking at the start, oh, Minecraft is all, blocks, so it should be super easy, but that is a lot. If I do this, look at that. Look at that. I think I should soften it a little bit. Yeah, that's probably better. Ooh, didn't mean to go to Fusion. Yeah, and also you'll notice, you might not have noticed, but perhaps you've noticed that the shadow's gone, the landing pads are gone. That, of course, is not quite what we want. And now do I need 2 more layers? I might need a landing pad layer or landing gear layer and a shadow layer. But we're gonna start with the landing, and I'll do it live here so you can see how this is gonna go. But the color is completely lost. This is nothing. You have to zoom out. You can zoom in, I have to zoom out, so my eyes can better distinguish the where colors stop and start. And of course, the part that's cut off, nothing to be done about that, is there? Absolutely nothing done about it. I need another one. What? Oh, there we go. It already matched out. This one will go here. Oh, did not need any curve there. Couldn't use the curve tool, but yeah, don't tell me on that. They don't know. I'll hurt them. Now, can I just do this with both? Is that how it works? Here's the B. Wait, are you there? You are. Okay. Now, you can see we have a ship masked out. We have the landing gear masked out. Now, apparently I need one more. Okay, check this out. I've just done some light animating. Let's actually just save this. And now it flies away. It's not perfect, but it is amusing. Okay, the next little bit of special effects I need to try to figure out is the text messages. Now we go to Fusion, text, plus, probably. How would she write a text? Would she turn off auto capitalization? Sure, let's say she would for the fun of it all. So it says oh, Jubda, he's Jubda. He's Jubda for sure. Blue border, level at text. There we are. Round. Well, okay. I want it pretty round. And it needs to, it does need to fit the whole fucking thing. That's not bad. That's pretty good. I want it to be transparent and maybe glowy a little bit, if there's any way to do that. Okay, I've pulled off an effect I'm happy with. And it's gonna lag because, or actually, I caught it just in time. Let's watch it in full screen. Um, and it doesn't actually look that impressive, but it's slightly transparent and there's a glow effect around the edge that took a while because I had to actually mask out the text box. The glow would only be on the outside, and then this little thing. Now this is not the finished effect. I want to, because this is happening on a hollow, which is like a Google Glass but in your eye. The idea is that this is projected from her eye. So I want to do some sort of effect probably around her eye. Like I'll mask out her eye and have some sort of like glow heading this way to kind of show that it's like projected. After that clip, I closed DaVinci Resolve for the day, and by the next morning, well, I had a new idea. Alright, I got a little bit greedy. I decided I also wanted to shoot the scene from the prologue and put it at the start of the video. So I just whipped up this set through Axiom, pretend there's more tower up there, but we don't need it. And I've done some pretty cool stuff. I've got this sideways table, which I'm pretty proud of. These chandeliers, which I used this fancy tinker thing to sort of make. And then the coolest part, and this is supposed to be like a big old black hole, and I need to be able to walk into it and disappear. And just watch this. Okay, it's lame because you can see the blocks that show that these are entities, but the point is entity blocks that I can, well, I'm in phantom mode, that I can just slide right through, so I disappear into this. And now I'm about to shoot it. Let me tell you something. You will not believe how much time I just spent on this effect. But the good thing is when I have to do it again in a couple of fucking frames, I know how to do it better. Anyway, there's a couple things happening here. We have a planar tracker, which I have grabbed around this the piece of paper, which is doing its best to track all the motion of that paper item, which then spawned me a planar transform. But before I could planar transform, I had to grid warp, and I spent literally, well, I also had to transform the piece of paper. I spent so fucking long trying to figure out this grid warp because the default grid size is 8 on each of these, and I was fucking around. It was getting all weird, and then I realized I could literally just shrink it down to 4 corners, and then it just worked instantly. All right, it's been actually a hot second since I recorded something because I've just been grinding away at this edit, but I need to show you how fucking insane things are going right now. I did not realize how much work this would be, but I would just like to show you. Take a look at this. Do you see that skybox action? Do you see the space moving in time with the rotation? The rotation in flashback was ease in and out. So I had to, let me just show you how the steps this. I had to manually edit this spline the curve of how fast it rotates. Let's close splines. Let's get nodes up in here. I have, wow, I made this really tall. This is what's going on right now, okay? This, I have, um, this clip I took of the Minecraft skybox with shaders on is going into Shape 3D to make it a sphere. I have the camera inside of that sphere with a pivot point set so that it will rotate around that pivot point inside this sphere. It's all being rendered and going out. This down here, I've yet to start dealing with, but what I'm trying to do is make an effect of shattering into super reality, which doesn't mean anything. I want to show them entering hyperspace, right? And I want to do like a crack effect. There's a lot happening right now, things I've never done before. But I figured it had to be possible, and it is. That's the best part. The thing about making VFX is that most of the work ends up being tedious and not very entertaining. At the same time, it asks a lot of my laptop's GPU, and recording that work simultaneously on OBS makes my laptop fan spin like it's trying to achieve lift. So the next time I recorded wasn't until I'd gotten pretty far into the sound design process. We have some good sound design coming in. We have this song. I'm gonna extend, by the way. This shot is awesome, but I'm gonna extend this shot to be longer. I kind of want to live in the song for a bit longer instead of it feels a little quick. We have rain, which I was able to muffle in the equalizer here, so and I made it quieter, so sounds like we're inside. Also joining in is this sound, which is a just like a room tone for the inside of the ship. We've got some texting sound effects. They don't line up very well, but I can't be fucked to do that. That's unbelievably, it's just too much. There we go. We've got that. It sort of fades into this scene, and then that's fine. I kind of wish I had time-lapsed me doing this effect, but the issue, to remind you, the issue is that the green screen effect in Flashback is incompatible with the shaders. So what I did was I masked out the window for the entire part in which it is there. And because of this fuck ass camera movement, because it's like a change in FOV and an ease in out to the two different angles, I had to pretty much manually adjust every other frame. Like I couldn't just keyframe it at the start and end of the movement. It's so far from linear. So I did that, and it gets a little easier, but then it goes up again. Or no, it doesn't. Anyway, and then there's also a little bit of window over here, so that because otherwise, she's supposed to be like, oh shit, we've arrived, but you know. So and this, I took a video of the set, but this is the set that I built, and this is actually a timeline. You'll see it says green screen. That's because this is actually pulling from this timeline in which I had to layer. Oh, we're zoomed in which I had to layer the planet, you know, above the night sky, and then the planet, and then this green. Well, I already keyed it out, but it was green. Anyway, I've just gone downstairs into the garage and recorded about 40 seconds of myself fucking around with a seatbelt. Where do I put this? You're probably, yeah, that's the wrong audio channel. Well, I think it'll be fine for now. I'll move it after. It's not making any noise. I'm wondering if that's because I have it in this. Let's just put it up here, because that should not be sounding like that, right? Okay, hold on. What the fuck is happening? Let's listen to it on my phone, because I think I'm on it. Do you hear that? That sounds like a seatbelt. Now hear this. What? What are we in, 7? Okay, so I didn't tell it to do this, right? I didn't have an Audio 7. How is the equalizer like this? It appears to have copied from. Okay, well, um, what the fuck? This number 4 is fucky. Wait, why is number 4 fucky? It sounds normal though. It's not. Okay, it is. So that picture must be wrong. It's I did. This is the. Wait, can I? Why is this automated? Let's zoom in. Can I just put it back where it was? What the fuck? Let's go to the media pool. Okay, that's how it should be. I'm gonna take it, put it in. Ooh, I don't want to kill one of my clips here. Did I? Okay. I started recording before I dragged it on. We all saw that I dragged it on and decided to be stupid for some reason. Okay, well, that is just that's fine. I've added Obram's dialogue in. We can take a listen. Did I already show this to you? I don't remember. We'll take a listen to Obram. So that's pretty fun. And um I did it's like 2 layers of speech and then this groaning sound, which is fun to do. And there's a bunch of effects and shit. Next, I recorded all of James' dialogue and tried to figure out how to make it sound like it was recorded outside and far away, rather than on my iPhone in my room. Luckily, there's a Reddit post for everything. Dry as possible. Fit it out with a high pass filter. Low pass filter. I don't remember the difference. Shadow Engine back here is what lets her go into super reality. You ever been in super reality before? Okay. How do I make it dry? What? Wait, I am curious. What the fuck?
Okay, I get to be your first, huh?
How does it know? Let's bring these back.
You are Marina, yeah? Okay. Well, this baby's my ship. I call her the Charmer.
Let's bring him
Named
in.
after me, you know what I mean? Shadow Engine back here is what lets her go into super reality. You ever been in super reality before?
That kind of works.
Oh, and just don't go touching anything.
I like this for the rain, I think.
One Marina, you are Marina, yeah?
There we go. It sounds a little bit further away. And now we'll go into Fairlight. Yep, here we are. And this will be inside dialogue. And maybe I even make a little reverb because they're in a, do you remember? Spaceship, that's exactly right. And then we want, yeah, an effect. They're sorted a bit differently, aren't they? Not EQ, modulate, who knows? Oh, reverb? Wow.
All the time with the job.
Yeah, way too big.
You know, if you're looking for something to do in the city, I know all the spots. I'm in Dawntree all the time with the job. Let me.
A little bit subtle. Ooh, here's an idea. Maybe just when he's in front of the window. Is that fun? So like, um, this one should have reverb. If it just changes on the change in camera.
Let me just check for you. Sometimes the belt doesn't really click in all the way, you know?
I like that. That kind of makes sense in my brain.
Let me just check for you. Sometimes the belt doesn't really click in all the way, you know?
Okay. I have Kate's dialogue now. So I have three takes that are each all the way through. So I'm cutting each vocal out, and then I'm gonna like put each similar line together so I can hear the three different versions and choose from there. And I haven't listened to this part yet, but this is presumably screaming and panic. Let's just hear it. I like the rasp. So yeah, and then I'm just gonna go through and drop them into the you know, the channels I've made. After putting Kate's dialogue in and adding some finishing touches, such as a LUT and some extra sound effects, I was finally ready to export. I'm getting ready to render this thing, and I did a bit of Googling and trying to figure out the best, like, what's the absolute, like, best render setting so it looks very nice on YouTube. And it seems like MP4 AV1 codec is going to be good. And I was like, okay, well, I'll also go over and I'll, like, put it in 4K, all that nice fancy stuff, so it's really beautiful. And then I went and I had it. I was like gonna have it, land on my, just my YouTube folder on my computer. And then I go over to file and I see that that will fill up my laptop way over. And I go, huh, okay, well, I have a 120 gigabyte SD card. Why don't I just render it straight onto the SD card? So these settings put it at 344% of 128 gigs. So it's like 400 gigabytes. Is that what you're telling me? That can't be right. It can't be right. But it seems like, so, well, okay. So, okay, I'll drop the resolution. It doesn't, I mean, this isn't recorded in 4K, so that was probably just stupid of me to put it there. I'll just do timeline. And now it is still using up most of that card. Is that normal? And if I do like QuickTime and H24, nothing. Absolutely nothing. But then it's ugly? Nothing. So, but I want it to look nice, you know what I mean? Here's what I should do. I guess I just have to experiment, don't I? Maybe I should just default settings it and just let it just see if it looks good. Let's try that. Should we try that? I'm gonna try that. Oh boy. I hope it exported well. What are we doing here, gang? I'm using their stupid fucking YouTube tab, just immediately nuked. The first fix I have that I learned when I was having troubles with this on the His Derriere video was to go into File and force it to just render slower. And since we're still doing the H.264, I'm gonna bring it all the way down to 75. It only took a minute to render here. I'm gonna bring it down to 75 frames and see if that's enough to fix it. Otherwise, I'm gonna try doing I don't know, maybe I'll try 265, which is like the newer one that's like supposed to compress, like make it even smaller and more efficient. I don't really know these things, you know what I mean? It's only what I can Google. Eventually, I had a render I liked. I did some fancy stuff like locking the bitrate and rendering it in 4K to trick YouTube into processing the video at a higher compression tier, and then it was done. And don't worry, I'm not going to make you click off and find it. I'll play the finished product right here. But, if you want to go and drop a like on the actual video, it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, all the money's been received. Wired to me by Mrs. Ator for transport of one Marina. You want Marina, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this baby's my ship. I call her the Charmer. Named after me, you know what I mean? Shredder engine back here is what lets her go into super reality. You ever been in super reality before?
No. I've actually never been off planet.
Okay, I get to be your first, huh? Oh, and just don't go touching anything in the cockpit, all right?
You got it.
You all strapped in?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me just check for you. Sometimes the belt doesn't really click in all the way, you know? So you're, headed off to Tanaka all alone, huh?
I'm actually meeting family. Am I good?
Yeah. I'm just gonna tighten it a little bit over here. I don't want you to fall out the seat when we shatter.
Uh-huh.
You know, if you're looking for something to do in the city, I know all the spots. I'm in Dawntree all the time with the job.
Thanks. I'm okay. I'll need to spend the first couple days moving in anyway.
You sure? Well, if you change your mind. Brace for takeoff. Brace yourself for the shadow. And we are in super reality. Flight should be smooth from here on out. Alright, looks like we about 3 hours from Tanaka.
Fuck. Shit. I can't. The seat won't let me. James? James! Christ! What the hell is this? This goddamn seat!
What the
Holy shit, what the hell? No!
Hey!
What the fuck? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
Commencing
Oh
docking.
fuck. Oh, what am I going to
Commencing
say? Oh god.
Commencing
Okay.
docking.
Calm down. Calm down.
Commencing docking. Commencing docking. Commencing docking. Commencing docking. Commencing
How am I going to get out of this?